How old are you and what's your biggest problem right now? 42 and trying to figure out which of my problems is the biggest. I'm going with finances and depression. 37 and I'm going blind. I don't know how long it will take, when I will be legally blind and unable to live my life with the richness, independence and everything else I expected, but it's coming. It's a crushing inevitability. Every day that I get to see my loved ones' faces is a gift. I'm 60. My biggest problem is having to work 50 or 60 or more hours a week just to keep up with the bills. Plus I have a bedridden wife with cancer and we're raising our oldest grandson. As Sergeant Murtaugh once said, I'm getting too old for this shit. 46, my kids won't stop getting sick. They are missing so much school. It's like their bodies have decided to just alternate weeks with different respiratory viruses. 78, and knowing I am terminal. I can handle it, but everybody else is in denial. I'm hearing lots of, after all, doctors don't know everything, do they? No. They don't. But they do know the 5-year survival rate is 1. Now let's all say that together, boys and girls. The 5-year survival rate is 1. This thread is oddly beautiful. A reminder that none of us are alone and everyone has problems. Almost 54, money for the future, my adult children, my husband's health, anxiety and depression. I'm 32 and my dad died a month ago. I don't know how to exist in a world that he's not in. I miss him. 59 and my thoughts are consumed with losing my wife and best friend. I've loved her for 42 years. I want 42 more. 49, I'm not interested in anything. 40s and I drink too much and need to lose weight. I only drank 3 times in February and I've increased my daily walk, so I'm working on it. 37, my mother just passed away, leaving me with implied responsibility for my same-aged brother with special needs. There was no plan, despite me begging them for years to figure something out. I live 10 hours away and work full-time plus. Now I'm supposed to figure it all out. 32 and my newborn daughter passed away. 61F. Relationship heartache and likely to be let go at work. I'm too old for either of these when 6 years away from retirement. 74 and don't really have any problems other knowing my time is limited. Don't buy any green bananas. 31, grief, anxiety, money, never being able to afford a home and by extension claw my way out of poverty. I have more money now than I ever did in my life and it still won't get me anywhere. 29, all my bills are going up, but my paycheck is not. 37 I started a new job recently that I love and am afraid I'll lose it, not for any reason, just because I've lost the things love so often. Now I get suspicious and anxious when things go well. Mid-30s, fighting my brain to stay alive. Just barely winning. I'm 29. I'll be 30 next month. 2 weeks ago, I had my first seizure. Learned that night I have some kind of tumor in my left temporal lobe, taking almost the entire size of my brain there. I'm a mom. With 2 kids. I'm taking this as best as I can, but I'm terrified of what is to come. 36, putting dog to rest today due to lymphoma. Edit. Thank you all. He's in peace now. Please give your pets the biggest hugs. 30 and saving for a house it seems impossible, even on 2 incomes. Edit. Not in US but appreciate those who have given advices. 62 and I'm not sure if it's a fart or not. 31, lost a job, unemployment is getting dry, cannot find new work. 32 and in terrible debt although I work 2 jobs. 62, my husband died suddenly on January 2nd. Now I have to figure out where my life is going. 31 and I'm skint with no friends and nothing to look forward to. 32. The job I was hired at still hasn't given me a start date. And my saved money is really starting to run thin. 22. Figuring my future out. 33. And my biggest problem right now is to accomplish the demanded requirements for my new job. In 23, I can't afford a decent life despite having 2 jobs. I can't wear what I want or drink what I want or to do what I want because of my religious dictatorship of a government. My passport is one of the lowest ranked ones, so traveling is almost impossible, and even if it wasn't because of the passport, our national money is shit, so that's that. Girls in my country are being poisoned in schools daily by our government, 300 schools today only, and people are being arrested and killed in the streets for protesting. I am Iranian, by the way. Look up our situation and help us, please. 58. Doing my best to stay active and healthy. 27. And more I'm coming to the horrifying realization that I don't really like the world, where it's headed, the way we idolize and reward cruelty and selfishness, the way the world is just kind of ugly. This is not the world I envisioned living in when I was younger, and that crushing realization is a lot to come to terms with. Some days are especially difficult. Other days I wonder whether it's worth sticking around for something I dislike so much. Out of a few major issues I can point out, I know that one of my problems right now is self-hatred. I'm able to recognize the symptoms from what my actions tend to be. I'm 22 and I can't get out of bed unless it's for work or other unavoidable thing that comes up. I am slowly rotting away. 58. Heartache. 39. Right now I'm wondering why so many people's ages are showing as 1. 32. Being content with what I have. 35. Wildly gestures at everything. In 15, my biggest problem is how my dad, who lives in the South, has put me into a position where I have to pick who I want to live with between him and my mom, the North. It's very stressful. 26. Several things really. Drinking too much. Lost my brother in January. Harder to pay bills recently. Depression. Loneliness. Being gay in rural Midwest America. That about sums it up, I guess. Early 40s. I'm working on my mental health and working through a bunch of shit I didn't know I was still carrying. 30. And my biggest problem, Ian, is that I'm starting over again in my career. It's depressing. 39. Anxiety, OCD, realizing how much time I've wasted and feeling too old now to start new things, fear I'll regret not having kids and disappoint my parents. 56. Money. 31. And just about everything in my life. 36. Trying not to get fired. 19. And struggling to find something that makes me feel fulfilled or gives me meaning. Started a new good job at a large company in the field that I want a career in, and I actually contribute something pretty important to society, and I thought it would make me feel good or fulfilled, like I had a purpose, I guess, but I feel the same and I feel more lost than I ever have. 60. The problem is that I'm not 26. 26. I'm sad. 40s. Lots of problems, but find out my fridge died a few hours ago and that's my biggest problem right now. 55. Live alone, work 100 from home, and have no friends and family. Should be lonely. 15. My parents are getting divorced. 42. And I don't want to have to go to work tomorrow. 25. Crohn's disease. I'm 53. I hope I don't come off like a dick because I mean it sincerely. Reading these comments shows me how much I have to be grateful for. 30. Dating. Almost 70 and I have lung cancer. 46. Student loans. 29. Health issues and anxiety. 42. Me. I'm the problem. 25. And I'm trapped. I want to be free from the hijab, culture, terror, and should be. 25. Addiction. 31. This chronic migraine can fuck off.